My wife asked for a break after 7 years together. In reality, she was having an emotional affair with a guy from her online game while I worked 12-hour shifts to support our family and 1-year-old daughter. I'm Matt, 28 male, and my wife Emily, 27 female, have been together for 7 years, married for almost 2. We have a beautiful 1-year-old daughter, Evie, and up until last week, I thought we had it all figured out. I mean, we've been through hell and back together, her panic attacks in the early days when we were broke college kids, my endless job switches to make ends meet, the sleepless nights after Evie was born. I've always prided myself on being the rock, the guy who keeps it together. I work 10 to 12-hour shifts as a warehouse supervisor, sole provider for our family, so Emily could stay home with Evie. We don't own a house, just rent a cramped 2-bedroom apartment, but I thought we were building something real. Guess I was wrong. It hit me like a freight train last Monday. I came home exhausted, arms full of groceries I'd picked up after work, ready to cook her favorite pasta and collapse on the couch with her and Evie. She was sitting at the kitchen table, staring at her laptop, headphones on, laughing at something. I kissed her forehead, asked how her day was, and she just froze. Took off the headphones, looked at me with this hollow stare, and said, "Matt, we need to talk." My stomach dropped. You know that feeling when you're about to hear something you can't unhear? She didn't even wait for me to sit down, just blurted it out, "I need a break from us." I stood there, bag still in my hands, frozen. A break? Out of nowhere? I asked her what was wrong, what I'd done, but she just kept saying she needed space to think and find herself again. She said she didn't know who she was anymore, that being a mom had swallowed up the old Emily, the one who used to paint and dream about traveling the world. I get it, having a kid changes everything. I felt it too, the way our late-night talks turned into diaper changes and arguments over bills. But then she twisted the knife. "You haven't met my needs, Matt. I don't feel love for you anymore. I'm not happy. You're not my safe space." I couldn't breathe. Not her safe space? I've been killing myself to provide, long hours, no complaints, coming home to take Evie off her hands so she could shower, nap, do whatever she wanted. I thought that was love, giving her freedom while I carried the weight. Apparently, it wasn't enough. I asked her what she needed, begged her to tell me how to fix it, but she just shook her head and said, "I don't know if you can." Here's where it gets worse. For months, she's been glued to this online video game, some fantasy thing with dragons and quests. She joined this new friend group, and I was cool with it at first. She'd light up talking about them, and I figured it was harmless, a way for her to unwind. But there was this one guy, let's call him Jake. She'd mention him casually. "Jake said this. Jake did that." They'd talk all day while I was at work, then late into the night while I slept on the couch so I wouldn't wake Evie. I noticed it more about 2 months ago, her phone buzzing constantly, her laughing at inside jokes I wasn't part of. I asked her about it once, told her it made me uneasy. She rolled her eyes and said, "He's like a brother to me, Matt. Chill." I trusted her. I didn't push. Stupid me. The day after she dropped the break bomb, I tried to give her space. Took Evie to the park, let Emily have the apartment to herself. Came back, and she's on a video call with Jake, giggling like a teenager. I didn't say anything, didn't want to seem controlling, but it gnawed at me. That night, my buddy Chris texted me. He's in the same game community, knows some of her friends. He said, "Dude, you need to hear this." Apparently, Emily's been venting to her group, telling them I don't meet her emotional or sexual needs, that Jake gets her in ways I never could. She even said they're more compatible, despite never meeting him in person. Chris sent me screenshots. I felt sick. Later that night, I checked our phone logs. I'm the account holder, so I've got access. Hours of calls. Texts too, explicit ones. Stuff like, "What do you like that Matt doesn't do?" And "I can't wait to hear your voice tonight." They'd been getting off together on calls while I was at work or asleep 10 feet away. I confronted her, hands shaking, and she broke down crying. Said she was sorry, that it just happened, but then, get this, she begged me not to make her cut Jake off because he's struggling mentally and needs her. What about me? What about Evie? It's been a week now, and I'm a wreck. She's still talking to him, video chats while I'm at work, texts while I'm feeding Evie. She says it's a break to find herself, but it feels like she's already checked out. I love her, despite everything. I want this marriage to work for Evie, for us. But how do I fight for someone who's already halfway out the door? I keep asking myself, is this my fault? Did I miss the signs? Should I have shown her love differently, less providing, more flowers or whatever? She says I'll never change, that counseling won't help because she doesn't feel anything for me anymore. Meanwhile, Jake's her knight in shining armor. I'm just the guy paying the rent. I don't know what to do. I'm pouring everything into Evie to stay sane, but it kills me to see Emily light up for some guy she's never met while I'm breaking inside. Is this on me? Should I keep fighting, or let her go? Update 1. I didn't expect this post to blow up like it did, honestly, I was just venting into the void, but seeing how many of you have been through this too makes me feel less alone. Thanks for all the comments and support, it's been a lifeline this week. I'm Matt, by the way, didn't mention that last time. So here's what's happened since I posted. After Emily dropped the brake bomb and I found out about Jake, I tried to keep it together for Evie's sake. I wasn't perfect, hell, I know that. I've spent years focusing on providing 12-hour shifts, overtime whenever I could swing it, thinking that was how I showed love. But reading your advice, I see it now, money and diapers aren't enough if she felt invisible. I wish I'd brought her flowers more, taken her out, listened when she hinted she was drowning as a stay-at-home mom. There were nights she'd say, "I miss us," and I'd just nod, too tired to dig deeper. That's on me, and it stings to admit it. But cheating? That's on her. The day after my post, I came home from work to find her on a video call with Jake again, laughing, twirling her hair, like I wasn't even there. I snapped. Not yelling, just cold. "Emily, if this is a break, why does it feel like you've already left?" She flinched, muted the call, and said, "I told you, I need space. You're smothering me." Smothering her? I've been tiptoeing around my own apartment, giving her every inch she asked for. I asked her straight up, "Is this about Jake?" She got defensive, fast. "He's just a friend, Matt. You're being paranoid." But her eyes darted to the floor, and I knew. That night, I couldn't sleep. Kept replaying Chris's screenshots in my head, her telling Jake I'm boring, that he lights her up in ways I can't. I checked the phone logs again, another 3-hour call that morning while I was at work. Then I found her Discord open on her laptop, she'd left it logged in by accident. The messages were worse than I thought. "I wish I could feel you instead of just hear you," she wrote. His reply, "Soon, babe." Soon? My chest tightened. I took screenshots, timestamps, call durations, everything. I'm the account holder on our phone plan, so it's all there, piling up like evidence in a crime scene. I confronted her the next morning while Evie was napping. Showed her the screenshots, kept my voice steady even though I wanted to scream. "Explain this, Emily." She went pale, stammered, "It's not what it looks like," then tried to flip it. "You went through my stuff? That's an invasion of privacy." I shot back, "You're sexting some guy while I pay the bills, don't talk to me about privacy." She started crying, saying she was lost and Jake gets her. Then she hit me with, "I'm not sure I ever loved you the way I should've. 7 years, a kid, a ring, and she's not sure?" That's when my buddy Chris called. He'd heard more from their game group. Emily's been telling them I neglected her, that she's trapped with me. Trapped? I've been breaking my back so she could stay home. Chris said, "Man, she's spinning this to look like the victim. Watch your back." Then her sister, Rachel, texted me out of nowhere, "Matt, what's going on? Emily says you're pushing her away." Pushing her away? I told Rachel the truth, about Jake, the messages, all of it. She went quiet, then just said, "I didn't know. I'm sorry. I've gone gray rock since then, only talked to Emily about Evie. How's she eating? Does she need anything?" That's it. She barely answers, just nods and goes back to her screen. I told my boss I need to cut back, down to 8 or 9 hours a day, so I can be home more for Evie. He was cool about it, said, "Family first, man." I've also called a couple lawyers. One's a guy my dad knows, gruff but sharp, told me to document everything and brace for a fight. She's checked out, Matt. Protect yourself and that kid. I've got screenshots, logs, even recorded a convo where she admitted to messing up but wouldn't cut Jake off. It's not enough yet, but I'll keep digging. Her family's reeling, her mom called yesterday, confused and upset. "Why is she doing this, Matt? You're so good to her." I didn't have an answer. Emily's spinning tales now, told her mom I've been distant for years. Then this morning, she tried to turn it on me, "You cheated too, didn't you? That mark on your neck, I don't remember giving it." A mark? I've been up at 5 a.m. doing dishes and feeding Evie, when the hell would I cheat? I laughed, bitter as hell, and said, "Take a polygraph with me, then. Let's see who's lying." She shut up real quick. I'm not perfect, but I'm done being her doormat. Evie's my priority, keeping her safe, keeping her loved. If Emily wants out, fine. But I'm not letting her drag me down with her. Lawyers say custody's tricky since we rent, But I've got a shot if she keeps this up. I'll update you if anything changes, thanks for keeping me grounded. Edit, yes, she's still talking to Jake, video chats every night now. Her family's on my side so far, but she's trying to flip the script. I've got enough screenshots to fill a book, haven't read them all, it hurts too much. She changed her phone passcode, but Discord's still open on her laptop. I'll keep collecting what I can. Update 2. A lot's gone down since my last update, and I'm still trying to wrap my head around it all. Thanks for sticking with me, your advice has been a sanity check when I've needed it most. I've been focusing on Evie and myself, trying to rebuild some kind of normal, but Emily's making that damn near impossible. Here's the latest. Last week, I started therapy. Not for her, for me. I've been carrying this weight, blaming myself for not being enough, and I needed to unpack it. I'd come home from the gym, been going to clear my head, shower, and play with Evie, while Emily sat glued to her laptop. One night, she left it unattended, Discord still open. I wasn't even snooping this time, it was just there, pinging away. I glanced over, and holy hell, the messages. Her friend group, Jake included, was tearing into me. Matt's so desperate, it's cringe, she wrote. He's in therapy now, thinks it'll win me back, they laughed about it, Jake chiming in with, poor guy's trying too hard. Let him go, M. I stood there, staring at the screen, my hands shaking. I'm not doing this for her, I'm doing it for me and Evie. But to see her mock it, to see them all pile on? That cut deep. I blew up. She was in the kitchen, on the phone with Jake, always Jake, when I walked in and said, you think this is funny? She froze, told him, hold on, and tried to play dumb. What are you talking about? I pointed at the laptop. You're trash talking me to your little fan club while I'm busting my ass for our kid. What's your end game, Emily? She got that deer in headlights look, then snapped, you're spying again? I deserve privacy, I laughed, cold, bitter. Privacy to humiliate me? To laugh about therapy while you sex some guy? Real classy. She tried to turn it around, you're just jealous because I'm happy now. Happy? She's tearing our family apart, and that's her happy? That's when she dropped this gem, what do you think's gonna happen, Matt? That I'll just stay miserable with you? It hit me like a slap, she's been going through the motions, nodding at therapy suggestions, just to check a box. She never wanted to fix us. I laid it out, if you want out so bad, go. Be with Jake. But Evie stays with me. You've got till the end of February to move out. Her jaw dropped. You're kicking me out? She said, like she's the victim here. No, I shot back, you stepped out of this marriage the second you chose him over us. I'm just making it official, she demanded to see Evie still, fair enough. You're her mom, I said. Text me when you want to visit. But that's it. She nodded, tears in her eyes, but I heard her pick up the phone as I walked away. Jake, he's losing it. Losing it? I'm finally finding my spine. Her family's been circling now. Her mom, Linda, called me the next day, voice trembling. Matt, can't you work this out? She's just confused. I told her everything, screenshots, calls, the mockery. Linda went quiet, then said, I raised her better than this. Her brother, Tom, showed up at the apartment unannounced, big guy, ex-military, always liked me. He barged in, saw Emily on a call, and barked, get off that damn phone and talk to me. She hung up quick. Tom turned to me, is it true? She's screwing around online? I nodded, showed him the logs. He glared at her. You're throwing away a good man and your kid for some gamer punk? What's wrong with you? Emily stormed off, slamming the bedroom door. Tom clapped me on the shoulder, you don't deserve this, man. I've got your back. Then came the twist. Chris texted me yesterday, he'd been digging in the game community. Turns out Jake's not just some lonely guy, he's got a girlfriend, Sarah, who's been asking questions about his new friend Emily. Chris sent me a screen cap of Sarah confronting Jake, who's this married chick you're always on with? Jake brushed it off, just a friend, but Sarah's pissed. I don't know if Emily knows yet, but it's a ticking bomb. Part of me wants to tell her, watch her squirm, but I'm staying above it. Let her crash and burn on her own. I'm still with the lawyers, met one named Greg, sharp as hell. He says I've got a solid case for primary custody since I'm the provider and Emily's barely engaged with Evie lately. She's too busy planning her escape with Jake. Greg told me, keep documenting. If she leaves, it's abandonment, courts don't like that. She's talking about moving out soon, says Jake's working on a place for them. Fine by me. I told her last night, go whenever. Just don't expect me to bankroll your new life. She smirked, I don't need you, but I saw the flicker of panic in her eyes. Inside, I'm a mess. I keep hearing her voice, I'm not sure I ever loved you. 7 years, and I'm wondering if any of it was real. But then Evie grabs my finger, giggles, and I know what matters. I'm not her doormat anymore, I'm her dad. Therapy's helping, I'm learning to feel the anger, not just swallow it. I'm done begging. If she wants Jake, she can have him. I'll update you when the next shoe drops, something tells me it's coming. Edit, her friends messaged me today, some girl named Tara, saying I'm ruining Emily's happiness. I told her to mind her own business. Tom's still pissed, says he'll testify for me if it comes to court. Screenshots keep piling up, I've got a folder now. Update 3. I can't believe I'm still writing these, but this roller coaster keeps throwing curveballs. Thanks for all the support, it's been my anchor through this mess. Since my last update, things have gotten wilder, and I'm starting to see the light at the end of this nightmare tunnel. Here's what's happened. A few days ago, I thought we'd hit a stalemate, Emily planning her exit, me prepping with lawyers, but then her brother Tom called me late at night, voice tight. Matt, you need to know something. Mom's freaking out, Emily's saying you're keeping Evie from her. What? I've never once blocked her from seeing Evie, I've told her she can visit anytime with a heads up. I called Linda, her mom, right away. She was crying, said Emily told her I'd threatened to cut her off completely. Matt, is that true? You're such a good dad, I don't get it. I laid it all out, the screenshots, the calls with Jake, her mocking me in therapy. Linda gasped, she's lying to me? I sent her the proof, hours of call logs, Discord chats. She went silent, then muttered, I don't know my own daughter anymore. The next morning, Emily cornered me in the kitchen while I was making Evie's breakfast. She was furious, eyes blazing. You turned my family against me? Mom won't even talk to me now. I stayed calm, gray rock, like you all suggested. I didn't turn anyone against you, Emily. I just told the truth. She slammed her phone down. You're ruining everything. Jake says you're controlling, that I should fight for Evie. Fight for Evie? She barely changes her diapers anymore, she's too busy giggling with him. I snapped back, if Jake's so great, let him raise her. You're the one checking out. She stormed off, but not before muttering, you'll regret this. That afternoon, the bomb dropped. Chris, my buddy who's been my eyes in the game community, texted me, dude, Jake's girlfriend Sarah just went nuclear. Apparently, Sarah tracked Emily down on Discord after finding out Jake's been promising her a future. Chris sent me the chat log. Sarah wrote, you're married with a kid, why are you chasing my boyfriend? Emily's reply? Matt's a dead end. Jake's my soulmate. Sarah fired back, soulmate? He's been sexting 3 other girls behind my back, check his logs. I couldn't believe it. Jake's not just a creep, he's a serial player. Chris said Sarah's dumping him, and the whole game group's imploding over the drama. I debated telling Emily, let her see who she's throwing her life away for, but I held off. She'll find out soon enough. Then came the real twist. That night, I got a call from an unknown number. Picked up, and this guy's voice, gravelly, pissed, says, you Matt? Emily's husband? My gut clenched. Yeah, who's this? He laughed, dry and mean. Name's Ryan. I'm Jake's older brother. Heard you're dealing with his bullshit. Ryan explained he's been cleaning up Jake's messes for years, cheating, lying, running from responsibilities. He's got no job, no spine, and now he's dragging your wife into his crap. Sarah tipped me off, she's done with him too. I was floored. Why tell me? I asked. Ryan said, 'Cause I'd want to know if my girl was this stupid. Watch out, he's talking about crashing at your place with her. Crashing here? Over my dead body. I confronted Emily the next day. Showed her nothing, just asked, you sure about Jake? Heard he's got a girlfriend. Her face went white. What? No, he doesn't, he loves me. I shrugged. Ask Sarah, then. She scrambled for her phone, hands trembling, and I walked away. An hour later, I heard her yelling on a call, screaming at Jake, you lied to me? I didn't stick around for the fallout, took Evie to the park. When I got back, she was crying, mascara streaking her face. Matt, I messed up. Jake's not who I thought. I didn't bite. That's your problem now, I said. She begged me to talk, but I shut it down. You made your bed. Lie in it. Lawyers are moving fast now. Greg says her meltdown helps, shows she's unstable. I've got texts from her to Jake saying she can't wait to leave this dump, meaning our home. Greg grinned, that's gold in court. Emily's still set to move out by February, but now she's panicking, Jake's not the savior she imagined. Her mom's on my side, Tom too. Even her friend Tara's gone quiet after I sent her the Sarah drama. I'm not gloating, hurts too much for that, but I'm done playing nice. Evie's my world, and I'm fighting for her. Therapy's keeping me sane. Last session, I realized I've been chasing Emily's approval since day one, 7 years of bending over backwards. No more. I'm worth more than this. Next update'll be big, divorce papers are almost ready. Thanks for having my back. Edit, Emily's a wreck, keeps asking me to fix this. I'm not budging. Ryan offered to send me Jake's rap sheet, guy's got a history. Might use it if she pushes for custody. Update 4. It's been a hell of a ride, and I can't thank you enough for riding it with me. Your comments kept me grounded when I thought I'd lose it. This last week wrapped things up in ways I didn't see coming, but I'm finally free. Here's how it went down. Emily was supposed to move out by the end of February, but after the Jake fallout, she started stalling. She'd mope around the apartment, barely looking at Evie, muttering stuff like, I don't know what to do now. I kept Grey Rock, only talked about Evie's schedule, but she'd try to pull me in. Last Monday, she sat me down, eyes red, and said, Matt, I'm sorry. I was wrong about everything. Can we try again? I stared at her, this woman I'd loved for 7 years, and felt nothing. No anger, no hope, just empty. No, I said. You broke this. Not me, she sobbed, begged, said Jake destroyed her trust and she sees me now. Too late. I told her, you saw me when I was paying the rent. You just didn't care. Her family stepped up hard after that. Linda, her mom, came over Tuesday, furious. She'd confronted Emily about the lies and the Jake mess. Matt, I'm so ashamed, she said, hugging me. You and Evie deserve better. Then Tom, her brother, rolled in with a U-Haul. She's out today, he growled, glaring at Emily. I'm not letting her drag this out. Emily protested, where am I supposed to go? But Tom wasn't having it. Figure it out. You're not his problem anymore. He helped me pack her stuff, clothes, laptop, that damn headset she used with Jake, and hauled it to her friend Tara's place. Tara wasn't thrilled, guess she's tired of the drama too. The big twist hit Wednesday. Ryan, Jake's brother, called again. Thought you'd want to know, he said. Jake's crashing with some chick in Ohio now, dumped your wife like yesterday's trash. I wasn't shocked, but then he dropped this. Emily showed up at his old place last week, begging him to take her back. Neighbors saw her crying on the porch. I froze. She'd driven 6 hours to chase him after I told her to go? Ryan laughed. She's a mess, man. You're dodging a bullet. I thanked him, guy's rough around the edges but solid. Later, Chris confirmed it, Emily's game group banned her after she tried to spin some sob story about me forcing her out. No one bought it. Thursday was D-Day. Divorce papers were filed, Greg, my lawyer, had them ready weeks ago. I met him at his office, hands shaky as I signed. He smirked, flipping through my evidence folder, screenshots, logs, texts, even Ryan's tip about Jake's history. She's got no leg to stand on, Greg said. Primary custody's yours unless she pulls a miracle. Emily signed too, Tom made sure of it. We agreed she gets supervised visits with Evie, she didn't fight it, just stared at the floor. Greg warned me she might try for spousal support, but since we rent and I've been the breadwinner, it's a long shot. She's got nothing, he said. You're clear. Friday, she was gone. I came home from work, cut back to 8-hour shifts now, and the apartment felt quiet. Evie was with Linda for the day, so I sat on the couch, alone for the first time in years. That's when it hit me. 7 years, a kid, a marriage, all ashes now. I cried, not for her, but for the guy I used to be, the one who thought love was enough if you worked hard. Therapy's been a lifeline, my counselor said, you didn't fail, Matt. You grew. She's right. I've learned my worth, Evie taught me that. She's my why now, not Emily. Then came the cherry on top. Saturday, Tara texted me, apparently Emily's crashing on her couch, whining about Jake ghosting her. Tara's fed up, she's asking me to call you, say she's sorry. I told her no, she made her choice. I blocked Tara after that, no more middlemen. Linda called later, said Emily's a wreck, keeps saying she ruined her life. I didn't gloat, hurts too much to care, but there's a quiet justice in it. She chased a fantasy and lost everything real. Custody's locked in, Evie's mine, with Emily getting weekends if she shows up. I'm moving on, literally. Found a smaller place closer to work, signing the lease next week. Therapy's helping me rebuild, I even started boxing at the gym, punched a bag instead of a wall this time. Evie's giggling more, and I'm smiling again. I dodged a lifetime of chaos, and I owe you all for pushing me to see it. If anything else pops off, I'll let you know, but for now, I'm closing this book. Thanks for everything.